Hey, what's up? If any of you guys have been on this channel before, you know that I like to share things that have helped me or I think might help you guys. I like to do a video on it. But anyway, this is the Teeter hang up. We've all seen the commercials, and I thought I'd share it with you guys and share my story with this thing and how it's helped me. Let's see. I have a video on my channel that I kind of talked about the kind of work that I did for years, and it was on a MyPillow, and I still use the MyPillow, and it has helped with my sleep and the problems that I have with my neck. The type of work I did a lot of damage to my spine. For years I worked in concrete irrigation lines and repaired them, so a lot of our work was underground in these pipelines, and we'd have to go inside the pipelines and repair them on the inside, and that was really difficult on my back, being on your hands and knees and having to just bend in certain ways, and then any of the work that we did was not easy. We had to dig holes down to the pipeline, punch holes in the pipeline to access the line. Even the top side work on top of the ground, you had to mix this plaster, and so for years I was bending over and picking up 94-pound sacks of cement and twisting and putting it in the mixer, and so needless to say, my back is pretty much shot. So I've had MRIs, and the cushion in between my vertebrae is deteriorating. So. And in fact, a couple years ago, I just woke up one morning and I couldn't turn my head and had to go like this, and I was kind of stuck in a position like that. So I had to go. I went to the doctor, and can't do anything but X-ray. They didn't see anything in the X-rays, and they prescribed pain medication, of course, which I hate taking meds. Well, anyway, and these two fingers right here went numb because of a pinched nerve in my neck, and they're still kind of numb, and they seem to be getting better, but it's been 2 years now, and I don't know if I'm ever going to get the feeling in these two fingers. My strength is there, but I can't feel stuff, and a lot of times I'll drop stuff when I pick things up. But needless to say, the MyPillow, out of all the pillows I use, was the best one, and it has helped keep my neck from tweaking on me. But anyway, to get back to this Teeter hang-up and the story on how I purchased one and how it's helped me. I had a daughter get married in November, and about a week before she was going to get married, I was out washing my Mustang, and I was on the last rim, and I was bent over cleaning that rim, and went to straighten up, and my back locks up on me. So anyway, I come limping into the house like this, and I walk in, and I tell my daughter, I said, I'm going to be at your wedding, and I'll be there, but maybe in a wheelchair. And I was kind of half joking, because of course she wanted me to walk her down the aisle, and I wanted to walk her down the aisle, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to do that. So, and like I said, this was like a week away from her wedding. So I'd been looking at these for a long time, and they're expensive, and that was the main reason why I hadn't purchased one yet. So out of desperation, I went on Amazon and purchased this one, and I got this particular model, and I'll put the model number down in the description. I don't know off the top of my head, but the reason I got this model, the main reason, was the way this locks your ankles in place. You just push down on this right here, and it adjusts, and it's just quick and easy. So that's the main reason I got this model. But anyway, I went ahead and purchased this on Amazon. I got it 3 days before the wedding, and even though I had gotten myself straightened up, I was limping pretty bad and had a lot of pain going through this hip right here. And so I was going to be able to walk her down the aisle, but we had the father-daughter dance, and plus they were going to be dancing, and I like to dance, so I was worried I wasn't going to be able to participate that much. So got this, started hanging on this, and when I first started hanging on it at different degree angles, I started at a real to where it wasn't back too far. I think I was starting to see, it's got this strap. It's got this strap right here that you can adjust to different lengths, and I had it on the shortest length, and I think I was going about that far. And even that far, when you're not used to it, you feel dizzy and disoriented, and you feel like it's taking you upside down, but it's not. You're only about that angle. So now I've worked my way up to where I'm going about that far. And so I started laying on this thing and going back and just relaxing, and the key to it is to relax. And the idea is to invert, and that decompresses your spine, because your whole life, especially the kind of work I did and all the heavy lifting and weird positions I had to be in, it just did so much damage to my spine. And plus this gravity, your whole life is jamming you into the ground. So as we age, our spines start deteriorating, and we start having problems. So anyway, I started hanging on this thing, or laying on this thing at an angle about like that to start with, and then I worked my way up to where it's like that, and my back started getting better. And by the time her wedding rolled around, I was feeling pretty good. I still had a little bit of pain. I didn't take any pain meds at all during this whole time. It started getting better. And so I was able to walk her down the aisle, pretty comfortable, and not feel any pain by the time the wedding came around. And it's because of this. This helped me. And so I was able to walk her down the aisle, and was able to do the father and daughter dance with her, and dance. And thought I'd share this with you because it helped me. If you have back problems, it probably will help you too. The advice I give you when I first got this thing, it's pretty easy to put together. Just follow the instructions. There's not a whole lot to this to assemble it. And once you get it assembled, make sure that you watch the DVD to show you how to balance this thing. And when you first start, you have to have a spotter so that you don't go all the way upside down and can't get yourself out of it, because I made that mistake. I hurt myself because my back was already screwed up. I hurt myself not reading the instructions on how to balance myself on this. It has these different measurements on your height, but you have to get your height just right and adjust it according to your weight. Otherwise, you're going to get back, and you're not going to be able to get back out of it, and you're going to hurt yourself getting out of it. So make sure that you watch the DVD. If you watch the DVD on balancing this thing and do it properly, you're not going to have any issues, and you won't hurt yourself. But I'm going to clamp myself into this thing now and just show you. And this, like I said, I have hung upside down a few times, but I prefer just going back about that far. I do it every once in a while. So I'm going to clamp myself into this and show you, once you get it completely balanced, how you can just control it with your arms. This pad right here, because your back has an arch in it, and it just makes it more comfortable, and you can adjust this thing according to your comfort level as far as the arch in your back. So I keep mine right like that. I got big old boots on. It's better to use running shoes. It's a little bit easier, but I'm not going to change my shoes out. So I've already got it adjusted to my height, and I put a mark on here for me. And if you have other family members that use it, you might want to put a mark for each person that uses this Teeter hang up, so that it will be adjusted for them. But once you get it all balanced out, you don't have to have a spotter anymore. You can just, and this block here also adjusts 1 inch up or down, and I keep it on the lowest setting with my big boots on. And so you just put your feet in there like that, just clamp yourself in like that, and then just lean back. And then once you have it all balanced out, you just put one arm back like this, put the other arm back, and you're you're going to start going. And then you can just control it with your arms. See, like that. See how I can just go up and down? You can even just hold yourself in a certain spot just by controlling it with one arm. Just take it all the way back to hang. And then the strap stops you. And so now the strap has kept you from going all the way upside down. And like I say, I wouldn't recommend for your first time to go all the way back. You're going to feel pressure in your head, and they say that people with glaucoma, and you'll feel pressure also in your eyes when you first do it, and you may even feel dizzy. So I don't recommend just flipping all the way upside down at first. You're going to have to try and get used to it. But anyway, that's how you do it. And once you get it balanced, then you can just control it with your arms and just let yourself down gently and bring yourself back up gently. So now I'm going to bring myself back up. Just take one arm down like that, and then you'll start going. Put the other arm up, and then you can just adjust it. Just go real slow, and then that way you can just kind of get used to the angle of the chair as you go down, or the hang up. And just like that, you're back, and then you kind of bend your knees a little bit. Just bend over a little bit, and unhook your ankles, and that's all there is to it. So anyway, this story is about how it saved me at my daughter's wedding, and I was able to walk her down the aisle and do the father-daughter dance. I did a little short video that we shared on our social media. Anyway, we're going to take a look at that video that I put together and that we shared on our social media of the wedding and me walking my daughter down the aisle. So enjoy that. It's only a minute long, and then we'll come back and close this video out. Make kiss your brother. I hope you enjoyed that little clip that I put together of my daughter's wedding and me walking her down the aisle, and thanks to this, I was relatively pain-free, and my back is doing really good right now. I hang on this thing about 10-15 minutes a day, and it seems to be really helping. And so if you got severe problems with your spine, just make sure you follow directions, get it balanced for you, and this thing just might help you. But like I can't stress enough, make sure that you watch the DVD, read the instructions, and maybe even check with your doctor before you start using this inversion table, the Teeter hang-up. So it helped me. That's the reason I'm sharing it with you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video.